There you go.
Pretty funny.
So are you?
All right, so we're here with the STEM students at Central High School, just a few of them. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Sarah.
I'm Cora Perkins.
I'm Thomas Winfield.
I'm Serena Phillips.
I'm Micah Poteet. I'm a junior here at Central High School.
Who's in the back?
I'm Coach Jay. I'm Phil Johnston. I get the pleasure of working with these young people.
Great. Well, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about the STEM program and what you think of it and what it looks like?
So here at Central we have STEM, which traditionally means science, technology, engineering, and math. We've kind of adapted an in-classroom new acronym, which is Strategies to Engage Minds. And here STEM is a lot more than just science and math. We like to incorporate and integrate all the subjects together to really provide a very good education, not just as a student, but as a person and a working member of society. So, and Cora can tell us a little bit more about some of the integrations we've had in new classes.
So one of our newest class is robotics, and basically what we've done here is our one of our teachers is Coach Jay, who's back there, and then our other one said, here's a competition, and you have to build a robot to succeed. And so that's what we did with little to no guidance. STEM really helped this bloom because it helped us kind of create that base of problem, evidence, solution, so then we could build on top of that. And it just kind of blossomed into more than we could ever wish for, and it's been amazing.
So part of STEM that I think is an important part is what Coach Jay has really impressed upon all STEM kids is your application is STEM. So obviously we've talked about the classroom a little bit and what we do. We have a STEM letter, which is community hours, engaging in out of class activities. A good portion of that is actually we have a varsity sport athlete here, and part of STEM is applying what your application is your STEM. So cheerleading can be your STEM. She goes out and she does these camps for children, and she is planning, we'll do artwork to help promote STEM. Serena?
Right, and we've been working on opening up STEM to more subjects, not just science, athletics, art, math, just involving everything,
She's even like, we're gonna obviously partner with middle schools and hopefully get those kids involved in some STEM things. Like we're building an outdoor classroom. This is attached to not only our STEM award, but our Green Ribbon Award that we just received for the national level. So it's things like doing a mural and doing mud paint that she found on Pinterest for promoting sustainability.
for the art aspect of it.
A good part of it as well as students is coming together, discussing plans, saying, all right, how does your plan work with my plan? How can we fundraise? How do we get this done? How do we include others? Like Miss Sarah and Miss Cora spend a lot of time dedicating outside of school and helping with Green Team while they're also part of speech and debate and lifeguarding. So I think a good part of it is helping each other and working as a team and communicating not just with each other, but a good part of STEM is a teacher-student relationship that I think most schools lack. I think is heavily promoted here. I feel very comfortable talking to Coach Jay, being like, do you think this plan could work? Or I don't think your plan's working. This is a very good give and take. Wouldn't you say, Coach Jay?
Yeah, more give on my part.
I think a big part of it too is like the communication piece that we learn. I mean, it's not just applied in the classroom. Like Ika was saying, like we use it everywhere we go, and I think that's a big part that people don't necessarily like understand and see is STEM doesn't just, you don't just use it when you're in the classroom and trying to get a good grade or whatever. You use it in any sports, in any kind of communication, trying to get a job, trying to problem solve simple tasks at home. It's used everywhere, and that's something that I don't think is really like a big focus on it.
Going off of what Sarah said, a lot of what STEM is about isn't necessarily giving you information and then having you regurgitate it back on a test. It's giving you the tools and strategies you need in order to succeed not only in high school, not only in college, but also in life and your career. So it's kind of preparing us for a future and preparing all of us to be good citizens.
STEM isn't just a program, it's a way of learning, a mindset. When you take STEM, you try to expand your way of thinking and learn how to include everyone's ideas into your own to create the best project you can with working with other people.
That's another thing is like the open mindset is like not only do the students have this like open mindset coming in, but the teachers that we're involving and getting STEM certified, they are helping us with that as well. Like in math, I mean, you get told a lot like, well, math is math, like here's how you do it, and not everybody thinks that way. And I think a lot of like the teachers and students in STEM now are seeing like how can we incorporate this into helping students who necessarily like don't understand what's going on and get like labeled as, oh well, they just don't know what they're doing, when really there's a variety of different paths that people go down. It's not just all one way, and so STEM kind of helps us like branch out in the different ways, and not just our education obviously, but especially in those aspects. So
To add on to what they're all saying, so obviously they talk about it's a way of learning. Taking it a step further, and they've talked to me about this before, it's a kind of a way of life, how you approach things. And it's more than just what we normally say of, yes, the teachers are helping, we're helping, it's all communication, but it's something we take a step further. We take it to the community. We expand. All of these people at some point have helped me in all of my goals, and I would always hope to achieve, I should say, to help them in their goals. I think what's important about STEM is the building of not
A
networking,
community.
but advancing and communicating to everyone, all businesses, all people. A good STEM program doesn't stand by itself, it stands with the founders and the people that are coming in, and to reach out to other programs and say, how can we help you just as much as you've helped us learn? So when we fail, we don't necessarily fail, but we learn this isn't how we do it, and how can this work for the future? So it's an important way of life that we'll take on to our kids or our nieces and nephews, to our cousins, mothers, dads. So it's something, even maybe someone that you just see on the street and you're like, hey, did you know what you're doing isn't really, can I help you out? Not being pressing, but just saying, I can help you. I think STEM is a really good push to be a good community leader and a good community person.
and a big part of the community part is our green team here at Central, and we're trying to, especially this upcoming year, we have an outdoor classroom that we're trying to get started, but reaching out to the community and saying, hey, like, yeah, Central is here and here's how we can help. Like, we're not just a big group of high school students, like we're part of the community too. And so reaching out to the community, going to businesses, targeting like areas that high schoolers are going to, especially, so like fast food restaurants that we're going to at lunch, and seeing how we can like partner with them and kind of like clean up our environment while using those ideas and everything from STEM.
And why the green team has been such a big push is because here in Grand Junction, our landfill is actually going to overflow and be a little gross, I would say, in 19 to 20 years. So we want to make a lifelong change. And the green team actually was started by these lovely two individuals were on it. AP Environmental Science, we had a unit, and it was to audit our school. And from that it grew, and we kept our passion growing, and when we came back the next summer, so this year, we said, let's do a team, and let's save Central some money. Let's save some energy. How can we impact the environment? And that's obviously grown to a much larger part again with the community. But it's such a, I think, important aspect that most people don't think of, because when we throw away trash, we don't see it. It's, oh, it's gone. I don't have to worry about it. So I think it's something like, oh, I didn't know I could recycle this. I didn't know this didn't take so, like, it took so long to, like, go away. Like, it's something that I think most people don't think about. These two lovely ladies have done so much in educating. And educating doesn't necessarily obviously have to be in the classroom, which is what STEM teaches. Educating can just be a conversation. It's not pressing necessarily. You need to listen to what I'm saying. It's, let me hear what you think, and I can say what I'm aware of. You know, so it's that huge piece is the green team of, let me help you and I can help, you know, you can help me.
And you guys had some pretty exciting news today.
Yes, we got the, first we got the state award for the state ribbon for green team, the Green Ribbon Award, and then actually we're one of the first high schools to receive it nationally, the Green Ribbon Award, which has been a very trying experience and journey that has thankfully...
One of 46 nationally.
Yeah. That has been, gratefully, I've been very thankful. I work pretty close with Ms. Jansen, She's the teacher that helps sponsor a lot of this, as well as Coach Jay. And I think another topic on that is the students are 100%. If you're having something stressful, they go, hey, can I help you? So it's really big and great news. I actually cried when I first found out. Yeah, so I think to Sarah and Cora as well, that meant a lot, the national award.
We started as an AP class. It was a class we were trying to earn credit for, and it just became so much more than that. I mean, we all just had a passion for what we were doing in that class, and it became a community and a group of friends even that are trying to make an impact and seeing something that we can actually change, something that we can have an impact on, and kind of like leave our mark on the community here. So.
And that's the beautiful thing about STEM, because it allows you to have ideas and build on it. It gives you the tools to connect with the community, connect to your fellow peers, and connect to even teachers and administrators, and create that change, create a change that you want the world to be.
So it's not just science, technology, engineering, and math classes.
As you can see, STEM encapsulates a lot of the things we need to see in the school of the future. STEM tries to create a better society for STEM to live in. STEM tries to create the future, not just prepare itself for the future.
I think one of the most important things is you build such a good relationship, so even if a student goes to Harvard or something, you know, what they'll think about is not just, maybe they don't ever come back and visit, but how can I help people? Like, as again, it's a way of life, and the other beautiful thing of it is, yes, you get the tools, you get the people to help you, but it's all you. It's you going, I don't want to be in this box, I want to expand, I really want to do something more. And it teaches kids, it doesn't matter that you're one person, you're one of 30 in the classroom. You can make such a big impact on someone's life or several people's lives, and it can be so positive that you yourself are stunned by yourself. I think that happens quite a bit, and that it's so awesome that you teach kids that their mind is beautiful and their thoughts are beautiful, and they can truly just expand on everything that they ever wanted to do. And sometimes you fail, and that's the thing about STEM, is it teaches you failure is a good thing. So I think that's something that I think most teenagers hate. Wow, I failed this is horrible, I want to cry and just I'm over it. Instead it says, okay, I can do something different, I'm going to do it better, I have this another idea. I think we've all been there. We failed at something and then grown from it.
I think another amazing thing about STEM too is there's not just like one track. I mean, when you come into the program, you get to decide, I mean, it's your life, what are you going to do with it, how are you going to use this STEM program. So it's not like, oh, well, you're in the STEM program, so you have to take this science class, you have to take this math class. It's, hey, here's the requirements that you need to take. What classes are you wanting to do? What's going to help you in your future? Are you wanting to go to college? Are you wanting to go straight into the workforce? It's pretty great on like individuals have a say in like their own class, and even in like your own classroom. Like not everybody learns the same way, and I think that's kind of branched out and like shown like, hey, here's one way to do it, and that's great, that works for you, but here's how I succeeded in this. And so.
Yeah, Coach Jay and I have actually spoken quite a bit about how I think, yes, STEM represents, all these amazing students, but I think something that's very important, and we keep talking about community, is the fact that STEM is a lot more. STEM is about reaching out to kids that you say, I don't want them to represent me, but you don't know that. They have brilliant ideas if you just reach out to them. Maybe that kid you're labeling as a skater or something, you don't know, maybe he has this brilliant idea of like, well, maybe we can send textbooks on skateboards back to the library, who knows? So STEM is about doing more than just pulling in kids that have brilliant ideas that you can see, the overachievers, the 4.0s, because so what? Maybe they're good in the classroom, but the whole point of STEM is reaching out and learning ideas. Maybe someone sucks at tests in the classroom, but have just this amazing mind of creating things or speaking to people. So I think a good part of STEM is reaching out to the kids that most people would throw aside and be like, I know you've got a great mind, so give me your idea and let me help you. So I think that's something that we've talked about, of like reaching out and saying, let me set aside my judgment, let me set aside what I think, and let me talk to you on a level because you're a person and I'm a person. Okay, you were at the park, but tell me what can we do to help out the park, that kind of thing. I think that's a very important part of STEM.
What STEM is trying to show is a diversity of thought, because we need to find people that think differently from ourselves, because we're pretty great, but we don't think anything like everyone else.
Right.
So we need to find our individual talents and try and augment everyone else into our talents.
Right, and in STEM, anything is possible, and we just want to motivate everyone in the school to take charge and come join us.
Yeah.
And then what's new for next year?
Next year, we're going to add another robotics team as a part of the robotics class. We're going to work on STEM endorsed diplomas through the state of Colorado. They passed legislation last year that we're going to work with the school board and the school district on to figure out what that means and actually build capstone projects so that students have a different way of demonstrating mastery other than standardized testing. And we're going to keep growing and expanding and permeating throughout the school. We're going to lots of cross-curricular things going on. English being taught with math, math being taught with science, so on and so forth. And we're just going to keep experimenting, making mistakes, and learning from our failures and moving forward and creating authentic learning experiences for our students.
Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. See ya.